So, Kevin Brown, thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview. I know you're a very busy guy with all your DJing you do, and also you're a great radical life extension enthusiast and been working also for People Unlimited for quite some time, way back in the 80s. You were at RadFest last year, and you actually did a great performance there, and you also spoke. What did you like best about RadFest yourself? What did you like? What did you like best about it?
Well, I don't think there's one thing that I could single out. I mean, the whole thing was fantastic. So for me to single out one aspect would be kind of difficult because I enjoyed all of it.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I just enjoyed getting all the information I got. There was just so much information, not just from so many people. There was a
Yeah.
lot of information and also great music performances and just being in an event where everything's centered around, you know, extending our lives and physical immortality is like that was totally a new experience for me to be in a room with 900 people that most of them I didn't know. So
Yeah, yeah. It was a great ex
that was an incredible experience. So.
Yeah, it was all these like-minded people. So can you give us a brief idea what you're going to be bringing to RadFest this year? Last year you did a great job. You performed. You're doing that again. This year you're going to also be on a panel. You can give us a little brief summary of a glimpse of what you're going to be, what new you're going to bring to RadFest this year?
Well, what I want to bring to RadFest this year is, just the fact of not of the mental aspect of life extension. I think we can talk about the physical a lot, and there's a lot we're doing to change our physical reality and to stop the body from aging. But I think a lot that has to do with that is our mentality and our mindset.
So true.
And I think, the more we're stuck in old patterns in our mind and old thinking about life, we use a lot of terminology. I hear 20 and 30-year-olds saying how old they are all the time. I'm in the club scene and I go out, touring, DJing and performing. And people are constantly, making that statement to me, how old they feel. And these people are in their late 20s or early 30s. And I
Wow.
think it's just that it's already set up in people that they're, that they're going to die someday. So, I made a statement a couple of weeks ago that, most people that have an end don't have a beginning, and I think that as long as they have that mentality that they're going to die someday, it doesn't matter what you tell them about health or taking care of yourself, or they all think it's pointless if they have that mentality of no matter what I do, I'm going to die, because healthy people die all the time,
Wow.
supposedly.
Wow. So
I mean,
true.
if you're really healthy, you're not gonna, but you're gonna. There's just so many time bombs that we have to be alert on.
So true. So
And I
true.
think a lot of that has to do with our mental state of being. I think if we don't start having a different mindset and think positively about our life and that we're not going to have an end, I mean, that's just something I've always felt, and I think it's made a huge difference for me. So
Well, you look great, and you're in your 50s now. Just what, 51, 52, or years?
yeah, 51.
You're
Yeah,
51, and
51.
you look great. So I can remember though you had made a real transformation for yourself because you really started to get serious about your own body, and you changed your mentality, like you said. You changed your thinking too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I
So I
I
applaud you.
had some serious. I was there was a point in my life in the early 2000s when I was busy a lot with my DJing and club life, and I was partying a lot, drinking alcohol a lot, and not eating healthy at all. Um, and I got a condition with my gallbladder to where I was, probably around 190 pounds and just not looking good at all. And so, my body let me know right away. I mean, your body's going to let you know whether your mind does or not.
Well, you've made an amazing transformation. So why do you think it's important for people to attend Radfest?
Ending death from disease and aging is the greatest thing we can do right now on the planet. I don't think that there's anything, I mean, to stop this disease, if we stop disease and aging, we're going to stop we're going to help just the economy in general. We're
Well
going to
said.
help the world. We're going to help. I mean, if there's no more dying from these diseases and aging, then we're going to prosper as a human race. And if we
Yes.
put all that money into that instead of the money into destroying each other like we do in this world, I mean, the biggest, every government, their biggest expenses is war and
Yeah.
conflict. And if we took all that money that they spend, those billions and billions of dollars, and put that into, research on and development of humans to fight this disease, which it is a disease, aging is a disease, then we're going to really accomplish something.
Why do you think it's important that the radical life extension community unite and collaborate together to help end aging and death? Why do you think that's important in your mind?
Well, for one thing, the rest of the world's not united in it.
Yeah.
So your daily life, I mean, in my daily life, most of the people I talk to, they don't even know what radical life extension is. They don't even know about immortality or physical immortality or any of that. So I think for us to come together, it's a huge support system. We need the support from one another to keep doing what we're doing, because if you don't have that, then you're fighting a global consciousness that's totally against you in every way.
Right.
Not that they're intentionally against you, it's just that they don't know any better. And I think coming to RadFest, it enlightens people. It lets them see there's so much going on, because we can be doing things for ourselves, whether it's our diet, like I said, our exercise, certain doctors we see, naturopaths, everything. There's things are shifting now, which is great. And we can do all those things personally for ourselves, but there's so much to do. There's so much to do for everyone.
So true.
And to get all this information, where can you get this much information in one place? You can't.
Yeah,
it would take you years to do the research to get this information. That's what I experienced at RadFest last year.
So thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. Is there anything you'd like to add before we close the interview that I didn't ask you?
Well, I'm just excited to be at RadFest. I'm excited where we're headed. I think there is a consciousness shift for the humanity that's happening right now, and I think more and more people are waking up to what we're trying to do for themselves and for the world. And so I think that's going to help shift things.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm also performing at RadFest, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing you perform. I'm looking forward to your talk, because you're a great activist for this life. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for everything you do. Great interview.
Yeah, thank you, Jim.